Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and I got a great comment from a viewer the other day, and it could be a couple weeks before I actually post this video. And I thought it was so good that I am making a video of it. So yes, I actually read all your comments and I actually answer them. So, you know, the big channels, they pay a social media guy to answer all the questions, and you always get like a general answer or a general comment or a thumbs up or something. I actually read all the questions and answer them. So one of our subscribers, Chris A, had a great question, because I'm doing the Daily Driver series, how I'm looking at, you know, used sports sedans for a daily driver. And so the cars I'm looking at are probably like 2013 model cars. So those I think are the sweet spot for me, where you can get basically a 100K sports sedan, like say a BMW M5, for about 40 grand. Now, Chris had asked, you know, how do I balance the depreciation with the warranty? Because obviously BMW gives a 4-year, 50,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, and all the cars I'm looking at are about 5 years model old, whether it's an Audi or BMW, so none of them have warranties anymore. So yes, I guess his question is, I'm buying at the probably closer to the bottom of the depreciation curve, and those cars will depreciate more, but I don't have warranty. So what is it? Is it better to pay? He typically pays more for a car and buys a used car slightly newer, so he's still under that factory warranty or extended warranty, like probably certified pre-owned or something. So I've never really had a problem. I've bought high mileage Porsches and high mileage NSXs and high mileage cars where, and again, most of my cars are not high mileage. To me, you know, the perfect M5 would be 5 years old with 35,000 miles, you know, but you know, I had the 996, I'm sorry, yeah, my 996 C4S, I bought with about 50,000 miles, drove it to 70,000 miles. I never had a warranty repair. I think maybe the seat heater button broke, but that was, you know, a couple $100 to fix. You know, you have wear and tear items, just a sports sedan, just like a sports car, tire and brakes, and you'll have to budget for that, but that'll never be covered under warranty. I never had a problem with a clutch. I had a Mark II Supra with 180,000 miles and the original clutch, and that car never had any major warranty repairs. Like little things would break on it because it had so many miles, but you know, every fix was a couple $100 at most. The NSX I had, the first one, the black one, had 70-something thousand miles on it, or 80,000 miles, and I never had any problems with that car that I would consider warranty things. You know, you got to do timing belt and brakes and tires, but those are, you know, really maintenance stuff that you have to do on any car. So what I said, and I haven't said this in a long time, but when I started this channel, I always said, you know, any car you buy, you know, budget $1,000 a year for either maintenance or repairs, and say another $1,000 for insurance, because car insurance here in New Jersey is very expensive. So let's just take the $1,000 for maintenance. So let's just say I bought, for example, and I haven't decided, all you guys are making comments like I'm definitely buying a 2013 M5. I haven't said that yet. I've only checked out a couple cars, and that's my favorite one so far, because that just kind of fits my personality and driving style. So say I buy a 2013 M5 for 40 grand and it's got 50,000 miles. So definitely from age and even mileage too, it's out of warranty. For that car, I would budget $1,000 a year for either maintenance or repairs, because tires and brakes are expensive. So I try to get one with newer tires and brakes. So that'll mitigate my cost there. And again, I can be choosy. I don't need a car today. I want one. I don't need one. And then I would have, you know, like I said, $1,000 for maintenance or repairs. So some years you may just do an oil change, and what's that? Especially if you do it yourself, that's cheap. So say you go to the dealer, and you don't have to go to the dealer. I would go to an independent BMW mechanic, and you know, an oil change could be $150, something like that, if you don't want to change it yourself. And you know, maybe 2 or 3 years into it, when the car has 70,000 miles, I'll need a $3,000 repair. But you know what? 3 years into it, I already have that $1,000 a year budget. So that's like the way you should look at it, is figure out how long you're going to keep this car, put that money aside. So say I'm going to keep this car 3 years, I would put $3,000 a year for maintenance and repairs set aside. You know, maybe put that, if you're not good with budgeting, maybe put that in a separate account somewhere, and that's your money to run this car. So some years you're going to pull 500 out of it. Some years you're going to pull 1,500 out of it, and I think it'll probably average to 1,000 a year, assuming you get a car that has enough life left on the brakes and the tires. So a lot of times, You know, if you buy the car from an individual, that's an easy question. You'll go see it, but even if you're buying, say, across the country, you can, you know, ask them how many miles ago were the tires and brakes replaced. You can get pictures to see the tread depth and that kind of stuff. And probably if you buy from a BMW dealer, it won't be certified pre-owned, because I think it's still too old to do that. I think after 5 years now, they don't do it. It used to be 6 years. You know, they'll probably put newer brakes and tires. There's liability for them. They're not going to let a car go with bald or old tires. Somebody could get an accident, could be traced to that, and probably somebody would sue them. So they'll charge more money for the vehicle, but it'll have the you know, newer brakes and tires. If you buy from, you know, Joe Schmo's eBay dealer, it probably won't. I would assume you're going to replace the brakes, rotors, and the tires are probably shot as well. So even though they'll charge a cheaper price, which, as you'll see in other videos about dishonest dealers, you probably can't get that advertised price anyway. You know, be prepared to do that. So what I would do is, realistically, if you're buying a car and your budget was $40,000, try to get one from 35 to 38, and you already have money in the kitty for repairs and maintenance. Now, these cars, any German performance sedans, you know, the value drops off a cliff once that warranty expires. So in a perfect world, I'd want to buy a 3-year-old BMW or Audi or Mercedes, so I still have at least 1 year of that bumper-to-bumper warranty. And I wouldn't extend that warranty. If you drive it the first year, and as long as it's pretty good, I think you'll be fine. And sometimes you have options to add that extended warranty later. You know, they may give you a better price to do it now. Just like wheel and tire insurance, I don't take that insurance because, like on my GLA 45 AMG, it was like $3,000. And I never had a problem with the wheel. It's been great. There's enough profile in the tires for that not to happen. But, you know, you go to a wheel repair place, it'll cost you $100 to fix that wheel. And, you know, that Mercedes dealer is going to pay that same wheel repair guy $100 and then charge you $800 and say, good thing you had the wheel and tire insurance. So I've never taken that. I've never had a problem. You know, I've had a couple cars where I had to fix the wheels, and it was never more than $100 or something, or $150. So it didn't make sense to take that insurance. I'd have to have 10 or 15 rims bent to pay back that insurance. So I'm not big on aftermarket warranties. I've seen, you know, when I was shopping for my 996, my first 911 years ago, you know, people were buying them and paying $3,000 or $4,000 a year for an aftermarket warranty, or even like a minimal warranty, say $2,000 a year for 2 years, $4,000. Well, after 2 years went by and nothing went wrong with the car, you just wasted that $4,000. So to me, warranty cars aren't or warranties, and we'll do more videos on this. You know, warranty company's not losing money, it's an insurance company. So they're figuring, all right, well, somebody's going to spend at most $1,000 in repairs, say, on this car, and I'm making all this stuff up. Now the dealer is going to get 50% of that will be a commission to the dealer, and they're going to give half to the salesman. So they're going to sell that warranty, and they're going to want to make money on it too. So they're going to sell that warranty, say, for $3,000 a year. They think it's going to cost them $1,000. They're going to give $1,000 to the dealer, and then they have another $1,000 bunker. And that's, of course, not exactly how it works. I'm making up those numbers, but it's so padded in there. Why you're paying $3,000 when it's realistically going to cost you $1,000? Just budget for that. And if you don't have the money to budget for a used car, you know, drop your price down 10%, and then you'll have money for that budget. And of course, you could save, you know, as you're making payments on the car or whatever you're doing. You know, put some money aside. Even big companies self-insure. They're not going to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for insurance. They're going to take, even real estate companies, they own 20 office buildings. Instead of paying $1 million in insurance, they're going to take, you know, $100,000 or $50,000 from each building and get that same $1 million, and then they can self-insure, because if they make claims, their $1 million insurance now is going to cost them $2 million, just like your car insurance. If I had anything go wrong with my car, if it was close to the deductible, I would probably just pay for it rather than take the chance my insurance goes up on 8 different cars. You know, that'll lose my car collection really quick. So yeah, a sweet spot. And if you do what you're comfortable with, you know, don't get a car without a warranty and then email me that the engine blew up a week later and you should have got the warranty. So, you know, if you're comfortable with that, then just, you know, get a car, get a 3-year-old car with a warranty, but you're going to pay significantly more. So I can get a lot more for my money at that $40,000 price range. Excuse me, a 5-year-old car out of warranty, than say a 3-year-old car with a year warranty. It's going to be, you know, now a 3 Series instead of a 5 Series or something like that. So do what you're comfortable with, but to me, I've never had warranty problems, and if I do, I'm already self-insuring myself to put money aside for that. So I'd rather put a couple grand in a car that I enjoy. And again, if you put $1,000 a year in a car, it's an extra $20 a week. It's an extra $80 a month. If you really say want that M5 instead of the 330 or the 528, you can get there at $20 a week. So that's what I choose to do, and I'm comfortable with that. And let's see. And then I think the whole part of this channel is to be as transparent as possible and buy, say, a car like an M5 or an Audi S6 and then use it as a daily driver, rack a ton of miles on it, and see if that's the case. If the car starts nickel and diming me or costing me a ton of money, then we see, hey, maybe Glenn should have got the warranty. So I think that's the challenge. That's what I like about filming it. You know, nonfiction is always better than fiction because you can't make this stuff up. So let's see how well that car does. When I pick my daily driver, we'll have really good long-term reviews on it because I'll be really racking up the miles on whatever car I choose. So hopefully that answers your question, Chris. And I'll make more videos about warranties and other stuff so we can get into that deeper, but I think that's enough for today. So remember, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends because they may have the same questions. Remember, if you're already a subscriber, hit the notification bell. We post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Check us out on social media, Instagram at Glenn's Car Collection, Facebook, and our website, glenscarcollection.com. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Take care.